Sergeant, talk to me. You're just releasing some new information on that K Street shootout.
We are. We've identified another shooter in the K Street shooting. 27-year-old Mtula Payton has been identified as one of the shooters in the investigation. We've been looking for Mr. Payton for the past few days, and we're actually asking the community's help at this point in terms of locating Mr. Payton. We currently do not know where he is at. He's considered armed and dangerous, but we're asking the community for their assistance. Obviously, they've been great up to this point in terms of submitting videos to us, tips through our tip lines. We really appreciate the information that we've received so far as it relates to Mr. Payton. We're again looking for some information. So if anybody has any information related to his whereabouts, to please contact us. You can contact our dispatch center, or you can contact Crime Stoppers, where if you wish to remain anonymous, you can provide that information and remain anonymous.
And talk to us here. Do you consider, I know you say this person is armed and dangerous. Do you have some evidence suggesting that he was actually involved in the actual shooting?
We do, yeah. And while I can't comment on the specific evidence that we have, as we've stated in the press release, we have information that we've received that he was one of the at least 5 shooters that we've identified in that investigation as well.
You believe he's one of the shooters?
We do.
And on top of that, you've now said that you believe that another one of the Martin brothers, Mr. Smiley Martin, is one of the shooters.
We do, yeah. So we released some additional information about that today. Our investigators have been working thoroughly through this investigation. It's an hour-by-hour investigation. We have, like we've said, we have a ton of evidence to go through, but based on what we know right now and the evidence that we have, we believe at this point that Smiley Martin was also one of the shooters in this investigation.
And so then you've identified at least 3 of the 5 shooters at this point.
We have, and we're still looking at how many shooters there actually was. There may be more than 5 shooters. We have information at this point to say that there is at least 5 shooters, but we are still keeping our open minds, and there could end up being additional shooters in this case. But as of right now, this is the facts that we know.
And so then talk to us. I know you've been, give us as much as you can on what you've been doing. Do you have folks working 12-hour rotating shifts? Are you doing anything different when it comes to trying to apprehend these people? Any additional resources that you need or are bringing in?
Yeah, so like we've had from the beginning, we've had a lot of law enforcement resources involved in this investigation. We continue to have a lot of law enforcement resources involved in this investigation, following up on leads, information, tips that we've had. Unfortunately, as it relates to Mr. Payton, we just don't have enough information in terms of being able to locate him. So again, we're asking the community or anybody with any information related to Mr. Payton's whereabouts to please call us and let us know, because he needs to be taken into custody for his warrants.
Okay. Anything else that I have not asked you that you want to leave with us?
No, like we said, we appreciate the community's participation in this investigation. We can't do it without them. We really appreciate all the tips that we receive, and we continue to receive. I would like to reiterate that our QR codes are still active. So if there's still video evidence out there or any other type of evidence, we would love for that evidence to be shared with us. And we just appreciate the community's help as we continue to move forward in this investigation and continue to gather facts.
Any other things that you know about this case that perhaps we don't? I mean, are you starting to make a sense of a motive? I know you talk about gang related, but are you ready to identify gangs or anything like that?
Yeah, like we've said, we're still working through in terms of the exact motive, but we believe this was a case that was gang related and between 2 groups of different men, and we're looking at the possibility that those that were gang related are from other gangs that may have not gotten along with each other. We're still looking in to confirm those details, but it's definitely something that we're looking closely at.
Are you concerned about any retaliatory shootings?
Yeah, in a case like this, when you have significant gang involvement, we are concerned about retaliation shootings. But we don't have any information, specific information to say that there is a retaliation shooting coming. But in our experience in working and investigating gang involved cases, it's something we are concerned about because we have seen that play out in the past in Sacramento. But again, as it relates to this case, we don't have any specific information that would suggest that there is a retaliatory shooting plan in response to the K Street shooting.
But of course, that's all the more reason why you want to try to get these suspects into custody.
Absolutely, and that's again why we stepped up our officer staffing, not only downtown, but in the areas that are affected by our city, that are primarily affected by certain gangs being in certain areas of the city. Um, some of these people involved in these cases are very dangerous people, and we need to get them into custody on the warrants that they're wanted for.